I did that for a time, and I get this pencil pack. Okay, our base malt here is an organic 2-row. We've got about 30 pounds of that. And then 1 pound of the following. We've got an organic extra special, an organic Carapils, an organic Munich 2. That's going to give us some of the darker, a little bit darker color. And we've got an organic Cara Munich 2. And that pretty much makes up our grain bill. Hard grain in there. We're filling this up to about 5 gallons of the hot water, and then we're going to dump the grain in, see where we're at, and then they probably have more water.
Yeah.
Because it's probably, we should be mashing with probably about 7 gallons of water.
How big is this? 10?
This is 10.
Yeah.
But with the grain in it, it would put it up to probably 12.
Yeah.
And we've done that before, and then we just sparge with more water.
Yeah.
And it drops our efficiency down a little bit, but with the grain mill that we've got, and this this way of filtering the wort from the grain, when we're brewing a smaller batch or a lower sugar amount, and this is big enough, our efficiency is like 88%, 89%. And breweries typically run at about 70%.
So what temperature do you actually want the grain starting at when it's sitting?
With all the water and all the grain, you want it at about 152.
Okay, so that's why we get that to 165, so it comes down to 152. Okay.
And then you sparge at a little bit hotter temperature.
Mm-hmm.
You guys buy the whole grains and grind them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should I keep going?
No, let's wait a second.
Okay, because it's gonna sweat.
Our poor efficiency is going to go down. Because more of it's going to sparge through. To sparge more water. Instead of having it soaking in more water.
Go ahead and
Stop touching his shtick.
Go ahead and grab my shtick.
Hey, so maybe we should do our intro with some action happening in the background. That'd be kind of cool.
Now the only thing to be careful of here is don't push that mash paddle all the way down to the ground.
You're making the intro
the
before
bottom
you're
of
actually
it.
doing it.
Hi again, and welcome to another day of brewing here for Red Hills Brewing Company. Today we're at my place and we're brewing up 10 gallons of a strong ale. It's actually a clone recipe from a popular strong ale that comes out of a company called Stone Brewing. It's called Arrogant Basterd. We're thinking about changing that name. Not sure what we're going to come up with yet, but anyway, right now we've got the grain behind me here is soaking in about 154 degree water. And this is the biggest grain bill that we've had so far. So we're brewing up a strong ale that's going to have about 8.5 to 9% alcohol by volume. So we're pretty excited about this, and hope you enjoy.
How much you want?
Halfway.
It's gonna be a light beer.
High school friends, or friends from life, or some work, or whatever.
Okay.
You know.
And professional growth is defined by
It's
just
just
it's a way. It's something to tell the wives.
Yeah, right. And the boss.
I
Now,
see.
if that was
Professional
cold,
growth weekend.
Yeah.
wouldn't that look like yummy something to drink? Yeah.
One year, most years it's in San Diego at one friend's house.
Right on top.
Who's a neighbor.
Open her up.
Nope.
I see.
And then a couple of years we had it at Lake Tahoe when one of our friends has friends of his who own a lake house at Tahoe
Nice.
with like a boat garage.
Oh.
You know, I mean, this is a serious deal. And
That's-
this year we're up at Kamado Island where another
Nice
friend
work.
has
Okay.
parents. Couple out.
And And then you'll crack
the
this.
week that we're there, or the week before we're there.
And match the flow rate.
Because
And match the
you
flow
wanted to do
rates.
it.
Yeah, because the PGW is going to be there, so we get tradition like that.
That's so cool. See what we're doing here? Huh? Oh, what are you doing?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I did notice that. And I was just about to tell Brendan that since we've had our group together, it's like brewing has been really relaxing.
Right.
Thank you, brother.
That's
right.
Yeah. I know, but I've
I've never bought it now. And it is just nice and bouncy. And it's just, it's just so mellow compared to like regular skate. I love how carefree you can be about stuff before the boil.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
And I've never even tasted pre-boil or all that.
That's
I'm thinking about taking some.
Kent, what are we adding here?
We're adding 2 ounces of Chinook hops. This is 13% alpha acid. This is going to give our strong ale a real nice bitterness. Kind of like an IPA, but a little more balanced because this has a lot more malt, a lot more sugars in it than an IPA does. We're using a Chinook hops here on this one. We're using 6 ounces, but at various times during the boil. We're going to put in about 2 ounces at 90 minutes. Then we'll put in about 2 ounces again at 45 and 2 ounces again at 10 minutes.
Starting to chill wort,
Oh. Hello, we're taping.
and it's nice and steamy all down the driveway.
This is a yeast that's considered a private collection from Y Yeast Laboratories. And every once in a while they'll come out with a private collection where they pull a yeast from a local brewery. This one's actually from Rogue Brewery in Newport. This one's called the Pac-Man. And it's got a lot of real strong general characteristics that apparently this yeast really attacks the sugars from these types of grains and should give us that close to 9% alcohol by volume.
I know, I want to taste it too. I want to put it on some ice cream.
Good. It's hoppy. It's like
Wow, that is hoppy.
it is.
Yes, sir.
You need that plastic.
That's been the.
Have you looked in the sink?
All night.
Did you have it in the sink?
Dump it in there. Dump it in the sink.
It looked like you were gonna.
It did.
This is the glass I use.
Okay.
Kind of idiot you pissed the guy in.
I didn't say that you were an idiot. Okay, we're yeasty. We're yeasty. We're yeasty. Can you bring it over here, please? Get it? Okay, so I'm thinking only to about up to here. What do you think? So it's been about 2.5 weeks, and the Stone Brewery Clone Strong Ale that we brewed up is just finished fermenting. We ended up hitting a target gravity at 1024, and we were shooting for about 1022, so we ended up with a little bit higher alcohol by volume. We were shooting for about 8.3, and we think we're about 8.5, 8.7, so we're pretty happy with that. As we were racking into the Cornelius keg, we did take a taste test, and we're pretty happy with what we've come up with.